Hey, good morning, everyone. How the heck are we? Happy Friday to everybody. For those that are still warm, I'm glad for you. For those that about to get cold, well, join the club. Oh, so what is it here? January 23rd, 2026. It's Friday. Hey, this month is just about over, and we are pretty quick. We'll be into a whole new month. So, hello, Nate, Stu, Coach, Joe, Roger. Hey, Ed, good morning. Mark, good morning. Vern, how you doing? NSH, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody? I guess sound is working, charts working, all okay. Let's put the SPY up here. I think we're doing well, right? Okay. I think so. So I'm looking at some charts today, this morning. I've been here for quite a bit this morning, looking around, and there's some good charts out there. There really are. But what I'm not finding are charts that are just this is great, and that's okay. Not every day has to be like that. Not every day has to be like that. So, as far as the market is going, I think we're just pushing sideways. The bulls totally have control here. We're just pushing sideways. You can see this wedge just draw downtrend line here, uptrend line. We're just pushing this way. I think everybody in the world is waiting for something to happen. Who knows what that may be? Bulls wanted to break out, bears wanted to break down. But right now, we're just moving sideways. In my experience, this is the worst kind of trading at all. Maybe there's some people, this is the best trading of all. Trade what you... Well, music is playing. Thank you very much. I can fix that. There we go. Thanks a lot, Vern. Appreciate it. So in a sideways market, you as a trader, you've got to know what you're good at. Know what you're good at, and don't trade what you're not good at. Sorry, I'm trying to button a cuff here. It's driving me crazy. Absolutely driving me nuts. I guess I better wait. Yeah, do what you're good at. And me personally, sideways is not my bag personally. My bag is more either up or down, and I'm cool with that. But this sideways business, you got to be careful with that. Take a look at the Qs here. Qs, you can see that we're trying to break out again. I drew a line from this top to the original top. I don't care about this top over here. Just draw that down. And I guess if we wanted to, we could also do this. The Qs are trying to break out. They've tried over here with not very much success. And that's what needs to happen. If we break down, that's a whole new conversation. But right now they're trying, so we'll give them credit. Take a look at the diamonds. The diamonds are rocking. They're bullish. They're doing it. They're getting it done. RSP. If we flatten out the Qs, and that's what RSP does, it takes the big dogs, it flattens them down, makes them human. And if you look at RSP, hey, we're bullish, man. There's nothing about this market. I'm still trying to button this cuff. It is absolutely driving me nuts. I'm sitting here with this cuff open. I can't stand it. Take a look at IYT. IYT here. Transports are still looking good. In fact, I think transports are looking very nice. If we come over here and we just put this nice tight little box right in there, I think that's very nice. And then here we pop up. This tells me that I'm looking more for a bullish pop out than anything, because we are up. Go with the trend. The trend is still working. This is just resting right in here. Take a look at SMH. SMH is still bullish. So, and this market is bullish. There's just no getting around it. If you take a look at T2123, it's still bullish here. It's still working. The way we use T2108, that is working. Looks very, very good. So let's peek at VXX real quick. There's no fear. There's no fear here. So everyone's bullish. Everyone's bullish. They're just kind of, I don't know, don't want to commit too much maybe. So a couple of charts that I want to look at is take a look at TGB. TGB, a nice copper chart here. You've got a nice little flag trying to break out, looking really, really good right now. So those that are in it, congratulations. Those that are wanting to buy it, well, you're in buy territory right here, right now. The weekly chart on that is just crazy, crazy to the upside. So what else do we have here? SMCI, this is one that I own. I think a lot of people own this, and it's been working out pretty well here. We're over the 50-period moving average. It looks to me like it's headed to this next target up here, which this target is the highs of whatever that is, December 8th, I guess. Once we clear that, then the next target up here will be about $38. I have moved my stop up. My stop was down here. I've moved my stop up here. And this is a, I think, no. I was going to say this was is one of those in the Road to Wealth account. It's not. It's in the other account. I probably should buy it in the Road to Wealth account. Oh, hey, speaking of the Road to Wealth account, geez, I should. It's February. We're going to have a big. You know, I better not say anything. Date. I'm trying to find the date. Doggone it. If I say the wrong date. Well, it's going to be around February 16, 17, I think. Big open house. We're going to give away some membership. So anybody listening to this outside of members, make sure you register. I'll get all that information set up. We're giving away memberships, and who knows, we might give away other things too. So hope you're able to make it. Let's see, what else do we have? Here's a nice looking chart. KVUE. Take a look at this. Let's bring this down just a little bit. There we go. KUV, this is a very nice rounded bottom breakout. Second and third, is that right? Okay. At second and third, I was just notified second and third. I should have known that. I slept last night, so I forget a lot. KVUE, this is a very nice rounded bottom breakout for those of you that trade the rounded bottom breakout. And right now, there's about 9, maybe 10% profit that I see left in the rounded bottom breakout. It can certainly go higher, but the rounded bottom breakout is capped right here at the 200-period moving average. Very, very nice chart. It's in buy territory right now. One to keep your eye on, definitely. Take a look at GLW. GLW is one to keep on your watch list. This is a nice, what I call a champion chart. Champion charts are charts that they're relatively big. They've been around a little bit. They've proven themselves. They're solid. As a company, they're solid. And then we go in and we trade the technical side of it on the charts. And GLW is technically it's set up beautifully, looking like it's going to move higher. I'd watch that $100 mark up there. A simple little magnet. I'd really watch that. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to take a look at NVDA because it's trying to sneak back up here. Now I've got alert set right here at 190.74. And that's also about that 50% retracement from the highs down to the lows. And if we can break through that, NVIDIA might be back. NVIDIA might be back in the game. Once NVIDIA gets back in the game, then this market could really, really take off because NVIDIA will pull a lot of the MAG stocks. Speaking of MAG stocks, let's look at MAGs. They're trying to come up, but no cigar just yet. They need a little bit more, but they're trying, okay? HAL. Yesterday in the trading room, there were several members that were talking about HAL, and I believe they bought HAL, and I believe HAL is still a buy. Next target to the upside is about 35.70. I'm not in it. If I was, I'd probably have a stop somewhere around that 32.85, maybe 90 area, somewhere right in there. Okay. Whoops. Where'd you guys go? There you are. There you are. Okay. Oh, Bill is saying that KVUE is in a merger process. Thank you very much, Bill. Appreciate it. S is looking at some XLF. XLF. Maybe one creating hesitation. Yeah, they're not helping out the market, are they? On a, if we can put some kind of a positive spin on it, we're kind of trying to hold up right here at the top of the cloud. So um, really, I mean, it needs to show some bullishness, and it's not at this point. So, but this is, if you're looking for some kind of silver lining in the cloud, then maybe we're there. Uh, Price action will tell the truth. So let's just keep our eyes on that price action. Okay. Hey, Rickster, how you doing? Good morning. MDTD, nice. You're right. Nice little PBO would be nice. But wait, let's do this. Here we are up 1, 2, 3 days, and then here we are. There we go. So we've got an inside day. This actually could be the start of that PBO. It doesn't necessarily have to pull back just, a little bit sideways. I'd keep an eye on that. I really would. Um, if one was to buy it, a simple stop right there would work. That's a nice chart. I think that's a great looking chart myself. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, Daryl, good morning. CNC. CNC. Yeah, we're trapped right in here. This is an 817 trap right there. If this starts to break, that's a nice chart, by the way. If that starts to move up, that could bring in a lot more buyers and push us up to that next target up here around 48. So yeah, let's flag that. Since we're looking at this one, let's take a look at what is it? UNG? No, UNH. UNH. There we go. Yeah, take a look at United. Looks kind of the same, doesn't it? And this one here is a monster. So, if this one is moved, you can use this as sort of Papa Bear, I guess. If UNG is moving, there may be others out there moving as well, just like that CNC. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Mark, would like to register for Camp. Oh, don't worry, we'll get you the link. Okay, it'll be a while. Thank you very much, Mark. I probably shouldn't have said anything today because I don't have too much prepared. Today was when I was going to prepare everything for the open house on the 2nd and 3rd, 2 days, 2nd and 3rd. So, but I'll make sure you know. Okay. Hey, Josh, how you doing? You're looking at some RX. Yeah, RX. RX is setting up. Trying a little bit of a bottom here. I think I'm going to put a line right here, and I have another monitor over here. I'll show you what I'm looking at in a minute. Well, let's just go to it, I guess, right? That's the top of the cloud right there. I would be a little concerned with that, a little bit. Now, getting up there is 9-10%, so, and that makes for a great target. Getting up there you can make some money there. I would just watch that area. Now you break out. Now you've got something here. Let's look at the weekly on this. Look at that. Look at that. You trade this. If you want to trade this is fine. Just watch some of the little problems. But if you take a look at the weekly chart, and let's do this kind of here. We'll do this. I mean, if you can, everybody, if you can have the patience to wait, that has a tremendous amount of upside to it. And actually through here would be good trading too. One to keep on the watch list, definitely. TMC. Let's go look at some TMC. Not my kind of trade. It's sort of a wild one, but yeah, it's bullish. Find your entry, find your stop, manage this trade. Okay. I think that'll be very important. Find your entry, find your stop, manage your trade. Very, very important here. Kind of a wildcat is what it looks like. So, and then PLG, I think that's a good one. Yeah. PLG, nice breakout, still in buy territory, hasn't taken off yet. So nice chart there. I've got that one on my watch list as well. Hey, good morning, Julie. How are you? Happy Friday to you too. Let's see. Good day from Washington. How you doing there? Welcome. All right. Let's see here. Good morning, Nick. You're looking at some AMGN. That's a buy. Let's flag that. I hope you're in it. Yeah, I hope you're already in that one. Here's the weekly chart. Man, that's we're talking all-time new highs coming up. Weekly chart up, a nice consolidation. I think that's a beautiful chart myself. Nice trend. Looks really, really good. Thanks for sharing it with us. Hey, OH, good morning. SEDG, long? Yeah, I would think so. I'm flagging that one. Thank you. When's earnings? On the 18th. Very nice bottom. Look at that thing pop up, pull back. That looks fantastic. Here, let's do this with this one. Let's take this top up here and come down. There we go. And then we're going to come over here, and there's the 50% retracement. There's the sweet target right there, and that's 11%. I'm going to put one more target up there, right there, and there you go. Stop. Right now, I mean, you have to respect the fact there's a gap there. So if you don't want it to get in the gap, you put your stop above. If you're willing to let it play a little bit, then maybe put your stop a little bit below. That's 5%. I can deal with that, knowing that there's a gap there. Nice chart. Very nice chart. Where did I go here? Hey, Stu, good morning. SOC. SOC, rounded bottom breakout. Rounded bottom breakout is one of my favorite trade setups. Targets are always going to be the dotted deuce, which is right here, and the 200 period moving average. And then, of course, you can find other little areas in between as well. So that's looking fantastic. To me, it looks like we're going to 14.50, and I'll bet you $1, unless there's some super oil excitement. I'll bet you $1. It consolidates right here, might even pull back, look for the next buy, and then the 200 period moving average. Intel. Yeah, Intel. Poor Intel. Excuse me. Poor Intel. So here's the thing about Intel. Pay attention to the trend, not the price action, okay? The trend is bullish. Trend is on drugs. Trend is, I'm sorry, price action. Price action could be all over the place. Yeah. I wouldn't pay too much attention to price action, to be honest with you. Look, I'm not trying to ditch price action. I'm not trying to say price action doesn't have a spot. Price action is king. I also think trend is king. And this is just price, going nuts. That's all it is. The trend is what counts, and it's still in place. So this is where you prepare a trade, you plan a trade, you execute a trade based on your rules. If it doesn't meet your rules, do not trade this trade. Wait for it to set up. Have some patience. Smell the roses for a little while. Let it settle down. But trend is still bullish on this, okay? And what it does is bullish. I mean, the whole concept is still bullish. So I wouldn't throw Intel in the garbage can just yet. I wouldn't do that. Not just yet. All right. What else do we have here? Let's see here. Okay. Here, I've got some more here. Let me check over here. A couple of notes. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, here, take a look at MSOS. This is setting up, huh? This is setting up nice. I like MSOS. I think it's really setting up pretty nice right here. Nice consolidation. And then, I definitely see some upside on this. Just halfway up, that's 24, 25%. I think that's I think that could be a good looking chart. It's real simple. Keep your stop really tight. Here, we'll do this. We'll go from the top to that bottom right there. And there's that 50% mark. Maybe a little higher than what I had. That's 21, 22% away. So your risk is relatively low and your reward is extremely high. Another place for a buy would be right in through here on that breakout. And even that puts you at 13, 14%. I think I'm going to actually set an alert here. Whoops. There we go. There we go. I'm going to set an alert. I'm actually going to set 2 alerts. Yeah, I'm going to set 1. If we take out the top of today, pre-market, I'll get an alert because that's where I could see a buy as well in there on that one there. Yeah. Hello, JW. Good morning. COP, a little sloppy price action. Yeah, it is. Sloppy price action, but here, let's do it this way. I haven't used these very much this morning, but got a nice little wedge in here. So, the trick is you break out, the bulls have control. You break down, the bears have control. As we move up, we've got to respect some of these tops right in here. I mean, we have to do that, right? Let's look at the weekly. Look at the weekly chart. That's absolutely beautiful. So, if you settled, I don't trade off the weekly, but if I settled on, this is going to be the chart I'm going to look at. Okay, I like the weekly, therefore I'm going to ignore all this. And then this becomes a buy. Nice chart. And then too, energy, gas, oil, they're kind of in the light right now. So there could be some good movement in those right there. So thank you very much. Hey, BAC, Bank of America. Short, yeah. You're saying it's at the bottom of the cloud. If it falls out of that cloud, then down to earth we go. That's usually pretty far. That's a big ouch. So targets to the downside about 50, 75, and then down here in the 48 area on this one. But yeah, Bank of America is not looking very good here. Blue ice failure setting up, bear flag setting up. Just certainly not a buy at this point. Absolutely not a buy. So yeah. I've got a bunch more here too. Plug. My goodness, is anybody in Plug? Raise your hand if you're in Plug. Anybody in Plug? What a nice chart. It's buyable at this point. Target up here. First target is going to be about 10% away at 292, and then up here at $3.20. Trader, you're in Plug. Oh, you're in PLG, maybe. Beautiful chart, and the upside potential on this, I think, is very, very nice. Whoops, let's move up. There we go. There's the next target to the upside. Stu, you bought some Plug Thursday. Very nice. So what is this today? Today is Friday. So yesterday, Thursday. Nice. Hey, Plug looks like it goes higher. This is a great chart. Yeah, that's a beautiful chart. So congrats. Yeah, congrats, Doug. Way to go. Yeah. USAR is also one. I don't think I'm in that one. I was. Nope, I'm not in that one. USAR. That's a nice chart. Here's one that I'm in longer term. I did buy some Netflix here. I do have a stop in, and I will be stopped out. I'm not going to try to, hold it. I'm not going to average down on it. If it wants to take my money, I'm going to let it. It's okay. And then I will look to buy it back again. Netflix is a champion company. I think it goes higher, and I'm treating it as that. I'm good for 357 days now, so I have plenty of time for it to work. If it starts moving up, of course, if I get stopped out, like I say, I'm going to give it my money. I'm going to be happy and say okay, and then I'll wait for the next clue. I took this gap down green candle as a clue, and we're just trading that clue right now. So Netflix is one. Here's one that I'm also in longer term. Is PFE. I thought yesterday, it was disappointing this morning. I got up, the very first stock I looked at, it's my wife's money. It's money, coach. Yeah, when I have a loser, it's my wife's money. That's funny. That's good. I remember somebody said that yesterday, maybe the day before. I'm gonna have to remember that. That's my wife's money. Anyway, PFE, I'm in this one long term as well. And I thought yesterday for sure, yes. And then I woke up this morning and looked at it. Oh my gosh. Come on, PFE, get going. Get going. I've been in this one for quite a while, waiting for it. So what do we have going on here? Anything? Anyone else? You want to look at anything? We can call it a morning here. But it's my wallet. You're right. You're right, Emma. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Coach. Yeah, earnings is on the 23rd for PFE, and I'm going to hold it through earnings. Like I say, I've got a leap on this, so I'm long term, and I'm going to hold it through earnings. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe it's a bad idea. I don't know, but I'm not a trader on this. I'm a holder on this. So we'll see what happens. Okay. So anyway, we're like I said, we're in this. We're just in this chop zone. So be careful when you trade. You know, if you're somebody that has trouble trading in chop, well, don't trade. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Don't trade. And you know, if you find that difficult, well, go to a meeting. But you know, don't lose your money. That's what kills you as a trader. It's not the winners. Everybody has winners. Everybody knows what a good chart looks like. I mean, this is not rocket science. You know a good chart when you see it. You know a trend when you see it. You know a bullish candle when you see it. You know how to put entries. Everyone knows how to make an entry. That's not hard. That's not rocket science. What is rocket science is to not lose money, and that is one of the hardest things to do, and that will kill your account. And I'm living proof of it. Okay, so I'll share all that maybe here in a little bit, not today. All right. Let's call it a day here, okay? Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you being here. Members, I'll see you at the bottom of the hour in the trading room. Again, thank you. Remember, we meet up here every day, every Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Love to have more and more people, so please join in on us, and let's try find that next big winner, okay? You guys take care, and thank you very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend if I don't see or talk to you